And I'm back.
Welcome back.
We are live.
Thank you. Councilmember DeWitt.
Good
Welcome.
evening. I've been just listening in.
I'm sure.
Eavesdropping.
Exactly. That was a short run, Tim.
It was. That's good kind.
Not necessarily. It could mean they're deceased. Just got to show up and say, hey, haul them away.
Yeah.
Councilmember DeWitt, that wasn't very nice.
That was a pretty quick run. There couldn't have been too much medical involved.
No, it was a fire alarm.
Oh, gotcha.
It's a good night for or a good time for alarms because tonight is our maintenance meeting. So everybody's at the station.
Oh, cool.
Okay, it's 7 o'clock. I'd like to call Ferrisburg City Council meeting to order tonight, Monday, November 2, 2020. Pursuant to Public Act 228, City of Ferrisburg will conduct its business via Zoom to mitigate the spread of COVID-19. Members of the public are welcome and encouraged to participate in this meeting. Members of the public are not required to register, or otherwise provide information to attend. Please utilize the mute function on your phone while on a conference call. When appropriate, Mayor Hopp will run the virtual meeting like a regular meeting. There will be opportunities at the beginning and the end of the meeting for public comments. Pursuant to Public Act 228, each council member must declare physical location, city, county, and state. Roll call, please.
Mayor Hopp,
Here, City of Ferrisburg, Ottawa County, Michigan.
Councilmember DeWitt,
Here, City of Ferrisburg, Ottawa County, Michigan.
Councilmember O'Donnell,
Here, City of Ferrisburg, Ottawa County, Michigan.
Councilmember Carlson,
Here, City of Ferrisburg, Ottawa County, Michigan.
Councilmember Blease,
Present, City of Ferrisburg, Ottawa County, Michigan.
Councilmember Montgomery,
Here, City of Ferrisburg, Ottawa County, Michigan.
Councilmember Sias,
Here, City of Ferrisburg, Ottawa County, Michigan.
Thank you. Moving down to item number 3, a moment of silence. So during this time, please remember all those affected by COVID-19 and also our men and women in uniform. Thank you. At this time, please join with me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the
flag
flag
of the United States of America and to the
and to the
republic for which it
for which it
stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with
liberty
and justice for all. Thank you. Item number 5, public comment. This time on the agenda is for any citizen to direct brief comments or questions to City Council. Time for public comments will be given when an agenda item is discussed. If you have a comment or question, please raise your hand to be recognized by the mayor. After being recognized by the mayor, please stand, give your name and address for the record, and proceed with your comment or question. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes. Currently, I'm not seeing anyone that would be participating other than the council members and the 2 staff. Is that correct?
We have 2 attendees. No hands are up at this time.
Are there hands up at this time? Okay, thank you. Moving down to item 6, consideration approval of consent agenda. A, approve October 19, 2020 City Council meeting minutes as printed. B, approve the defined contribution plan adoption agreement addendum.
So moved.
Or
Motion support. Any further discussion?
Quick question for Craig. This is just a paper procedural thing with this pension plan people.
That's correct. This is the defined contribution plan for the city. There's no changes from the plan that was originally adopted in 2015.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Councilmember Sias,
Yay.
Councilmember Carlson,
Yes.
Councilmember Blees,
Yes.
Councilmember Montgomery,
Yes.
Councilmember O'Donnell,
Yes.
Councilmember DeWitt,
Yes,
Mayor Hop,
Yes.
motion passed.
Thank you. Moving down to item 7. Before we begin, on item 7A, I need to address council. I've received multiple concerns and complaints from individuals regarding our city council meetings. As I work closely with multiple mayors from around the state, from both small and large communities, I've discussed this concern. The mayors were overwhelmingly alarmed. City council members have chosen not to quote unquote physically participate by utilizing their video technology during the virtual council meetings and upholding the same expectations when council members attend council meetings in person. So at this time, I would like to add to the electronic meeting procedure. I'm requesting the following statement to be added to it. Council members will participate in virtual council meetings, quote unquote, in person by utilizing the video/camera function on electronic device during the duration of the city council meeting. Excuse me. So now we'll move on to item 7A. Adopt the electronic meeting procedures for all city boards and commissions. And that was in our packet to review.
Your Honor,
Yes.
some people may not have the camera ability to participate on some of the boards. So I would,
This is only directive to city council. City council is elected by our constituents, and our constituents deserve to have us be seen during our
Well-
meetings, just like we would be in person.
but your statement was for all city boards and commissions. So if you want to,
No, only during council meetings.
but the adoption is for all city boards and commissions. That's what-
Correct. So this statement would be added into that, only to be directed to city council members, not any of the other boards or commissions that volunteers sit on.
So should we make a motion for A and then put your motion, your suggestion is A1? So it's
That
two
would work.
separate motions? Let's do that then.
Okay,
I would make a motion, we adopt the electronic meeting procedures for all city boards and commissions.
Support.
okay. Further discussion regarding this? Okay, roll call, please.
Councilmember Carlson,
Yes.
Councilmember Blees,
Yes.
Councilmember Montgomery,
Yes.
Councilmember DeWitt,
Yes,
Councilmember O'Donnell,
Yes.
Councilmember Sias,
Yes.
Mayor Hop,
Yes.
motion passed.
So then we would move down to 7A1, and I will restate the addition that I'd like to have included in council meeting. Council members will participate in virtual council meetings, quote unquote, in person by utilizing the video/camera function on electronic device during the duration of the council meeting.
So moved.
Support.
Motion support, further discussion.
does everybody have the ability to do that? I guess that would be my first question.
I believe council members do. Everyone is on besides council member Carlson. Council member Carlson, do you have that capacity via a laptop, iPad, or a smartphone?
I have that capacity at my office and of course on my smartphone. But right now I'm logged in on a home computer.
But you have that capacity with your smartphone, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you. Okay, Councilmember DeWitt, does that answer or clarify that for you?
As long as everybody has the ability, I have no problem with it.
Okay, thank you. So at this time, I need a roll call, please.
Councilmember Blease,
Yes.
Councilmember Montgomery,
Yes.
Councilmember O'Donnell,
Yes.
Councilmember DeWitt,
yes,
Councilmember Sias,
yes,
Councilmember Carlson,
yes,
Mayor Hop,
Yes.
motion passed.
Thank you. Moving down to 7B, adopt ordinance number 315, an ordinance to allow accessory buildings on vacant parcels subject to certain regulations in the RG1/ILO zone district.
I'd make a motion that we adopt that.
No support.
Okay. Motion and support. Any further discussion regarding this ordinance?
Just so the council all realize this, it only applies to maybe 7 or 8 properties in Ferrisburg in land overlay district. So just, it's not a major inconvenience for a lot of people. It's just, I think it's over on Cecilia and Virginia where this would be allowed.
They would also involve Carlson Road too, correct?
I believe so. I'm not certain
Okay.
if there's any properties on there, but basically Cecilia have lakefront houses on one side and they own property on the other side of the road.
That's concurrent with Carlson Road also.
Okay, yeah, just so city council's aware that this is a very limited, probably 7 or 8 properties in the entire city that this pertains to.
Okay. So there's a motion and support. Any further discussion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Montgomery,
Yes.
Councilmember O'Donnell,
Yes.
Councilmember DeWitt,
Yes,
Councilmember Sias,
yes,
Councilmember Carlson,
yes,
Councilmember Blease,
Yes.
Mayor Hop,
Yes.
motion passed.
Thank you. Moving down to 7C, discussion take action if appropriate to schedule a work session as a regular agenda item on November 16th. At our October 19 meeting, Mayor Pro Tem O'Donnell had suggested or asked to have the topic of solicitation be placed on our next work session. Is there any other additional items that council would like to see discussed or have discussed?
Craig, are we gonna add the parks on there in November?
So I was thinking that maybe we take it to the Recreation Commission first, so they would have the cost estimate and the final plan drawings. And we'll
Okay.
look at them one more time before we took to city council, so be on the December 7th city council agenda.
Okay, sounds good.
As an agenda item, not a work session, correct?
Correct.
Any other items? And we'll be discussing council goals coming up next month. So that'll be also on the agenda too. So anything else? Okay, hearing none, we have our work session set for November 16th. Moving down to 7D. Today's work session is on asset management readiness and assessment scale. And Mr. Bessinger, would you be able to walk us through this? Because it was in our packet today or in our packet this week.
Sure. So this is an asset management readiness assessment scale. So what they're trying to do is get all the communities to analyze their assets that are in their community, streets, culverts, mains, water mains, storm sewers, sanitary sewer mains, and put together their ratings so they can submit this information to the state. So the state has information on where money is needed. So we, over the last few years, the city has been working with our consultants to put together an asset management plan for our water system. The SAW grant, we got the information for the sanitary sewer and storm sewer. Part of the SAW grant, we got the information for our streets and culverts. So we have all this information already put together. I wanted to bring it to city council because one of the boxes that need to be checked is that the elected officials need to be supportive of doing this. So before I check that plan, I want to make sure that city council is supportive of us participating in this plan.
And council member, you've had opportunity to review this information. Are you in support of the city moving forward with this readiness plan?
Your Honor, if I may,
Mhm.
Craig, how much additional load is it putting on you or the city staff?
Well, this is a voluntary program, so there's really no deadlines, so we're working into our schedule as time permits. Mostly we have this information put together. We'll draft something up for our city council to look at. But again, this is just a voluntary, it's more or less a survey, so the state has information on the condition of the assets of each community.
You still didn't answer my question. Is this something you have to do, or is this something staff can do? I mean, I hate to put more burden on your job.
I'll probably do the drafting, yes.
And
Some of
you
this
have-
information the city has already received, correct? That you can
Right.
pull from?
Right. So once we get this information, we'll put together and, work on putting together a policy. Policy would say something, we'll try to repair assets that have the biggest consequences of failure or impact the most people, things like that.
Okay.
Which basically is what we do now.
Correct.
So what is the advantage to taking staff time and resources to do something we're already doing?
Well, this is something that, you're putting together best management practices. The state's been asking communities to do this for a period of time. I'm not sure if it will become mandatory sometime in the future, but it would be a good thing for the city to have.
Mhm.
Okay, I guess as long as you think you have time to do it, I mean, you got a full boat as it is.
Again, this is voluntary. There's no deadline, so we'll work it into our schedule as time permits.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any further discussion regarding this? Or any more questions for Mr. Bezinger? Okay, hearing none. Staff has the directions to move forward with this.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Moving down to public comments. Are there any hands raised with our? I see no hands raised with our attendees. Okay, moving down to reports, city manager.
Just a quick note that with the number of cases rising in the area, we're looking at maybe cutting back the city hall hours that are open after the election. Right now, we're open 8 to 5. A number of communities have reduced the hours for walk-in traffic. So we're looking at that, maybe something from 9 to 4 or something like that, just to try to limit the traffic into City Hall.
Other communities around, are they like limited almost like half days? Like a 8 to 12 or a 9 to 1 or something like that too?
There's neighboring communities that are open from 9 to 12.
Okay. All right.
I know the village of Fruitport is, there's nobody there. You gotta call the clerk and she'll get back in touch with you. So
Mhm.
it's definitely not unheard of.
No, not at all. Just want to make sure everybody's kept safe, which is the important part.
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Please keep us updated if decisions are made. Thank you. Moving down to city council members. Mayor Pro Tem O'Donnell. I'll just go right across the screen.
No report.
Okay, Councilmember Blees.
The planning committee meeting has been moved to Thursday, November 12th,
Okay,
7 PM.
7 p.m. Okay, thank you for that update.
Yep, and a report.
Councilmember Sias.
No report.
Thank you. Councilmember DeWitt.
No report.
Councilmember Montgomery.
No report.
Councilmember Carlson.
No report.
Okay, thank you. I just had a couple of things. One, especially a shout out to the DPW crew for the fall flowers and decorations. I've received multiple positive feedback and comments from. So I just wanted to do a shout out to them. Also, a thank you to our staff for continuing to service our residents, even through all of these challenging times that we have. Over the last couple of weeks, I've attended the Ottawa County DEI forum, and it was very well attended. Great information was received. I've also attended 2 series with the Great Lakes High Waters. Those have been very interesting too. Just tomorrow, remember to get out and vote if you haven't already done so. End of report.
Motion adjourned.
Support.
Motion. Have a great night, you guys.
Good night.
Bye.
Peace out.